David Uychiat's connection to the land started at a young age. Growing up in Bacolod, he spent his early years running around farms and sugar field plantations. His father is also chairman of the Negros Island Sustainable Agriculture and Rural Development Foundation, or NISARD for short. This instilled in him the importance of agriculture in a growing community. And it seems like his father's passions have rubbed off on David too. Not only does he want to preserve the tradition of farming, he also believes that sustainable agriculture could be one of the keys to lifting poverty and ultimately improving the lives of farmers in Negros.
Dave, thanks for bringing me here. It's amazing. The scenery is fantastic.
And just the energy of the place, right? So much positive energy comes from this environment.
That's right.
Yeah.
Do you have any personal stories, or have you got anything that you've done here when you were growing up before you moved away?
I remember vividly as a kid, I would play with the locals and we would just catch spiders or like look for snakes, you know, and like get on the backs of carabaos and just like have fun in the river, and just, it's good memories have been made here. It's more managing the farm now than like doing what I used to do. I believe this principle of farming where everything is connected. You're connected to your land, you're connected to your livestock, you're connected to everything you grow in that land. We're all this one whole organism, you know, like everything's in sync.
That's right. And it's that interplay between the farmer and its farm, or your farm, and how it all like creates and manifests together.
Yeah.
So I love that philosophy. Is there anyone else here in Bacolod that feels the same way?
Well, I can't speak for people my age, but there are older pioneers here who love what they're doing, and I guess it's that passion, that love for the natural world that really brought them into regenerative agriculture. I feel like if people see that you're very passionate in what you're doing, then they get drawn to that energy, you know?
Oh, definitely. So how did you get involved in your NGO?
When I first got back, I didn't know where I was gonna start really, but then my dad has been a part of that NGO. He actually pioneered it. My dad found out that I really loved coffee. And so he was like, oh, maybe you should start with that. We have a coffee project up in the rainforest. And I was like, perfect.
Oh, that's good.
NISARD promised that so long as they grew organic, that they would have a market because we would buy whatever they had. It shifted their mindset, and it gave them incentive into like doing something for the environment as well, you know?
So David, thank you very much for taking me around Bacolod. To end the day here, even though it's windy, it's spectacular. This view is absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, it's one of the last remaining rainforests that we have here in Negros.
The last?
Yeah,
one of the last?
It really is, because
Really?
things run out, yeah. And this is why sustainability is so important to me, because I want the future generations to enjoy what I'm enjoying now, you know. That's what we advocate for in NISARD. We try and open the people's minds to do things a little differently, and just having the community come together to preserve what we have now, you know. Even though a lot of challenges come our way, we just really have to march on.
Sounds good. Sounds good, David. Cheers to that.
Cheers.
March on.
We usually hear about how young people carve their own journey by exploring new frontiers away from their homeland. But David is a different breed. After having moved abroad, he came back to Bacolod, where his roots are planted firmly to the ground. When you think about it, David embodies what is happening to the city right now, armed with a vision of change, but not without losing sight that progress also means respecting the traditions that have persisted to this day. I have learned a lot traveling the Philippines these last few months. The people I have met and who have shared their world with me have something undeniably in common. They are all shaped and formed by the cities they live in. Quito in La Union, Katski in Cebu, and David in Bacolod. But at the same time, the cities themselves seem to be shaped by them. I came to tell their story, but what I found was that their own life's path is so deeply intertwined with their city's desire to evolve. It looks like bigger adventures await.